In this game, Sparklite, there is a party-themed circus, if I'm allowed to call it that. After you go into it, you find the NPC Monty. Now, Monty here will let you play a game on his show, the Monty's Hall, but before you play the game, he gives you the crew card for free so you can keep coming back to play this game. In order to play the game, you need at least 10 Sparklite, which everyone and their mother should have if you are able to find the circus in the first place. After you pay your 10 Sparklite, you can then play. The rules to the game is that there are 3 boxes you have to pick from and there is only 1 box that has the treasure in it. Alright, so it's only 10 Sparklite, it's definitely worth a shot. So you pick a box, but instead of the box opening, Monty stops you and makes the game easier. He opens 1 empty box, so now you only have 2 boxes to choose from. He also lets you to choose again and change your choice if you so wish. Now, this is what I want to talk about today, the deliberate choice of using the Monty Hall problem in Sparklite. Some of you may recognize the Monty Hall problem while others may not. I'm sure there are plenty of YouTube videos on the Monty Hall problem. Essentially, the Monty Hall problem was created from an American game show called Let's Make a Deal, hosted by Monty Hall. Notice the difference in spelling from the game. He asks the contestants to pick from 3 doors. Door number 1, which has a car, and number 2 and number 3, which has 2 goats. So the contestant picks door number 1 without knowing what's behind the door, and Monty would reveal door number 3, which has a goat. And the question is it to the contestant's advantage to switch to door number 2? Since then, many people have delved into this problem and ultimately solved it. The most common misconception here is that people will assume that it is 50-50 for the choice and choose not to switch. Here on screen right now is a chart from Wikipedia showing the different combinations that you will get from choosing to switch versus choosing to stay. There are also some assumptions that are made and they're on screen too. As you see, if a player stays, he would only have a third of chance to win, while if he switches, he would have 2/3 of chance to win. So how is this related to Sparklite? Well, the Monty's Hall in Sparklite is basically the same game. I have asked one of the game developers, Edward, on Discord about their decision in putting in this minigame and whether if it was satirical. His response was that it was to introduce more of a treasure or luck element to the game. And also, Edward stated that he really liked the Monty Hall problem. But still, in the end, the Monty Hall problem is still luck-based. So in this game, instead of winning a car, you win 100 Sparklite. I believe this amount might increase as your number of visits to the Monty's Hall increases. Still, if you know about the probabilities, this is a great way to earn a bunch of Sparklite really early, really quickly. Instead of grinding monsters and completing difficult challenges that are offered in the game, here's 100 free Sparklite for you to collect if you know the simple math problem. And of course, I have tested this out in the game too. However, you can only visit the Monty's Hall once every time you are down on the ground, and the ground has to be shifted. So in order to play his game again, you have to faint or quit to the main menu. And he might not spawn in an area where you have access the next time you are on the ground. You might only have access to the winelands, which is the beginning area, while his circus spawns in the shifting sands, which is part of the map that you can only access at the later half of the game. So in total, of all of my game time so far, I have visited Monty's Hall a total number of 10 times. And I switch my choice every single time. Out of these 10 times, I have received his jackpot 6 times. Currently, I have on screen right now showing all of my 10 attempts at getting the jackpot. This is an average result, but it is a really accurate representation of the actual Monty Hall problem, and it may help you when you are just starting out in Sparklite trying to collect every single Sparklite on the ground. If you do happen to miss the jackpot, it just means that you're unlucky for that round. Next time, you are more than likely to get that jackpot. Also, if you're one of the people that doubts this solution, there is a whole Wikipedia page dedicated to the Monty Hall problem that you can read. If you don't believe this solution, then you can try it out yourself in the game, or you can just set up the problem with a friend or family member. I think that is much easier to do than trying to find Monty every time you faint. So, to conclude this video, I believe that whatever the reason the developers put this minigame into Sparklite, it is a really nice touch to the otherwise kind of grindy game. If you didn't know about the relationship between Monty's Hall and the Monty Hall problem, well, now you do. I hope this video has helped you a bit in your adventures on Geodia, and good luck, you will definitely need it.